Buenos tardes, buenos noches, buenos. Blah. Let me try that again. Buenos dias, buenos tardes, buenos noches, and todos en todo el mundo. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world, and thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK, I will be your caster and cameraman for today, and today we have another round of the Blazing Cup, round 2, Akatsuki against Salstars, and once again my co-caster will be the one and only Angry Tomato himself, Nine. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for the lovely introduction there. We do have actually an NA reboot tournament match that we haven't covered yet. So I know there's a lot of people following that. So don't worry, you didn't miss any of the action there as far as Division 1. But in the meantime, we've got the Blazing Cup coming at you, hosted by the one and only Blaze. Shout out to him, of course, of course. It is going to be South Stars up against Akatsuki. But MK, if you look at the South Stars roster, this feels a lot more to me like Dynasty. This honestly feels like a top level match that we're about to watch.
Yeah, it looks like they're switching up just a little bit here on their teams. Looks like South Stars are going to push out two of their original members, which I believe was Slay and Kiao, and now they're going to run with Chad Healy, Saying, and Waled. And this is an interesting lineup that they got going here. I don't know what Dynasty's doing. Remember, we were talking about this, that they split up some of their members. But we'll have to see what happens when the North American reboot is over, plus other cups. And like you said, this just might be new team here. No more Dynasty to switch over to South Stars. But
Right.
there are still some members missing. So I'm curious what those are going to do. Maybe they'll make another team for in the future now. We just don't know yet.
It's important to keep in mind the roster swaps that happened for Dynasty going into the playoffs of the North American Reboot Tournament, where Slay was one of those players who were added to the roster. So I think that this is just, this might be a rebranding from Dynasty to South Stars. And, they can't change their team name midway through. So they just kept Dynasty for the NA Reboot. It makes sense here. So kind of South Stars Dynasty, whatever you want to call them, up against Akatsuki, who put up a pretty thrilling performance against Hikori. In comes the hit, Charger no good, Hunt, Spit will work, 2.5% onto South Stars to start us off, and we are going to have the early tank in the hands of Aisha.
Really early tank there now. 22%. His teammates will be Verd, Gohan, and Boo. We'll do a roster rundown in a minute when I send you over, but for now, he's going to take the high ground. He has a Boomer Jockey and a Smoker, and I'm not sure if they're happy with these sets of spawns. Will they try to play Rock? The pings are kind of medium. Let's see if they try to play with that aggression. He has sight. Why don't you take the other side away for us for South Stars now?
Of course, as the hit comes in, Smoker going to land, Jockey and Toot away. Boom does find one, Rock dealt with. And it is for South Stars, of course, going to be Waled, Chad, Saying, and Healy. In fact, Saying is the one surprising member to me here that we have. And I feel like Waled is really the only original South Stars member. He is rocking that red ping, which is kind of the, one of the classic parts of seeing a South Stars game, playing from way down south in South America, typically players like Kiao, etc. Charge comes in, Smoker pull with the Rock, no good, but they are going to land a double cap and actually start to push through some decent damage. The only question is just going to be, do they have the SIs that they really want for the engage now?
Yeah, I didn't see the sack rotation on, but they need to get him to second pass. All right, now he's going to have to commit with whatever he has here now, unless he's going to have to trade a lot of HP for Rage in order to do so. He's already 15% down, and it's going to be a 2-cap with the Boom now. What do you think he's going to do? I don't know if he's going to roll in with it or not.
It's a good question. He's second pass, 70%. Pretty much got to do what you got to do, but the Boom can be a little bit greedy, can try to play around some pressure, because obviously if it just goes in dry, like Nick is already looking at it, it's just going to get skeeted so easily, pop so easily. In comes Aisha, already half HP. Jockey not really getting in. Double boom, stumble forward. He's already got his target though. Oh my alley-oop coming out. Quick clear nonetheless, but it's going to be some great damage to finish off the tank. Aisha does go down, but we see a big chunk taking out South Stars with that tank.
Yeah, actually, that ends up doing quite a bit. They were very lucky the damage bonus is protected and all, but they'll lose half of the health bonus to that. Exactly 50%. I think they were already down about 4% before they started the tank, but now it is down to 46. They're still commons. They're going to attack quick. The pound spit successful. Boomer comes in. Smoker can try to pull him back through, but he misses. And now it should just be the Smoker dying at the end, and they're going to hold on to that spitter. Another attack down, 50% bonus remaining, and more so, they're going to have to eat all their pills now to remain fast.
Yeah, I mean, that hit, I really prefer that hit to the choke point. Sometimes you don't get offered it, but Akatsuki gets offered it and they take it. That DP, the damage pounds from the Hunter, pretty much guaranteed if you land from up above. 12 points, boom, locked in alongside the spit as well. Another really powerful hit for the SIs as a transition inside. Charge, spit, gonna be good. Nice movement by Nick there to get on top of the shelf. But regardless, the damage is insane. Rochelle eating it up. Waled even goes down. And look at the bonus, getting eviscerated here. And the pressure really never stops here for the SIs. Well, don't get me wrong. Survivors are going to be slow. So there is kind of this open space, which is kind of awkward. But this just lets them set up for that overpass hit that is coming in, the cliffside hit. We're going to see actually good. Okay, no, it will get mopped up pretty quick by South Stars. But still, getting the damage where they can.
Yeah, they were swimming in that spit inside the house. Rochelle could not get out of it, and it decimated almost 50% of the damage bonus. More so, the health bonus. Chad is saying now, slow Healy is about to be slow. Actually, I lied. Chad's not slow yet, but will be shortly. Waled is about this M2's in cap from every SI, so we should see some more damage come out here. 270 left. Tank is dealt with, though.
Take it.
And it was at 22% off. That's a very early tank. They lost half the bonus to it, and they lost even half of that bonus since the tank has been killed.
What does Akatsuki want to do here? I think they want to prioritize damage. The kills with the charge have been working at this spot, though. Something that South Stars need to keep in mind. The charge can really be such a major factor, really in any hit in Left 4 Dead 2, but especially when the instant kills are a possibility. It just gets that extra layer of a threat. In it goes. Hunter comes in at the same time. Wow, nice clear in the hunt. I didn't even catch it. It was so late. I thought it was done, but Waled eats it. They're not going to get full distance. 81 bonus. The Smoker's still alive?
Let's go.
Wow.
No, he didn't get got. He walked off. He did that
No.
all by himself. Yeah, that was Waled.
No.
That was an unassisted death. That was no SI that assisted him. That he walked off by mistake.
No.
Waled dies, but they still come up with positive 62 points. Man, does that leave Akatsuki with so much opportunity now? They could blow this wide open here if they could just walk in with half the bonus.
Look at the ready ups. Wow. Okay, we are right back into it. Akatsuki on their survivor side, 1,600 potential points. You know, so South Star is only able to get about a third of the available points on the board. See if Akatsuki can compare a little bit better. Charge, no good. Hunt spit with the jockey carry away. You don't want to be taking this much damage. Two players getting a pretty hefty find there at 86 and 87 HP. Gohan's at 96 as well. And that's exactly what you want if you're South Stars.
And this is the first tank of the game for South Stars into the hand of the Legend of GOAT Healy. Longtime player on GOAT and Sad Boys and Dynasty. Played with quite a few different teams, actually, so
yeah,
he's been around. It's his tank, first one for the team. He's already got sight on the survivors, but he only has a 2 cap and the boom. The question is he going to roll in with it or not? The boomer comes in. What if... Whoa, what? Okay, the charger lands, the smoker lands, the boomer only gets 1, but no, I swear that was going to be a 3 boom, and the survivors dip down to just about 90% as they wait for the cappers to come back up and send this tank in. But man, that boon was robbed in my opinion. No, that looked like it should have been 3.
Yeah, I don't know if he really would have even gone in if that had land. Maybe he would. Healy, undoubtedly one of the greatest of all time, at least for the era. Let's see what he can do with this tank. He's got to go in here with the Hunter, Smoker, and a Jockey.
Blitz him 2 and 2, no. 2 in the safe room, 2 in the back, but Jockey's gonna try to help the tank. Smoker too, maybe? Nothing's happening, they're just kind of dancing around. Eventually the SI get killed off 2 of them. The tank gets his corner. Healy looks like he's gonna get it in cap. Akatsuki takes off. Healy's gonna hide in the bush, and they're gonna try to delay this as long as possible. But I don't think Healy's gonna be able to survive this now. I think he's gonna die before his support is up. Down to 920, 800, 700, 690. Chargers up 540, 420, 460, 310. He's got to get help now. He's almost deceased. And the Smoker is dead. The Charger goes in. It misses a rock. And he's going to try to get a kill on Boo, which he will not do. No rhyme attended, but no. What was going on there at the end? A nice triple boom. But Akatsuki's going to come on top with probably about 60-some% of the bonus after the pills are popped.
Yeah, I mean, Healy I felt like he just instinctively went for a decommit. So often at top level Left 4 Dead 2, decommit is just the play. It's the play to make. Even if you didn't get the incap, it is just the play that players default to, but there really was no clear route for that. So Akatsuki just got a bunch of free damage. Isolated tank hit comes in. They have plenty of time to set it up. Smoker the whole time getting ding after ding. Hunter Spitter gonna land as well. Akatsuki needs to wake up here. They've still got a lot of points that they can potentially get in, but it's all gonna get washed away with play like that.
Yeah, these are just big damage hits coming out from both sides. I wonder if that's the tone that we're gonna see here. A very infected-sided game. It may well be possible. But Akatsuki, right now, still 90% damage bonus, has survivors all fast, 2 sets of pills. I believe if they could take the inside of this house well, they're probably going to come up top with a couple hundred points in their lead. But this is the last big hit, I would say, for South Stars. I don't like the hit at the end, no. I just don't think it's a great opportunity for damage. Too many opportunity for survivors to melt the infected on the way in. I think this is their best chance for damage right here, even though it's a 2-2.
Theoretically, I'm right there with you. I will say, I mean, it's been like team after team has been able to find some serious damage on that last hit. I honestly don't know why. I'm right there with you. We'll see if South Stars can find it, but first things first, wow, that hit gets mopped up. The patience from Akatsuki pays off quite handedly. Ellis does ran through some standing spit, a little bit of friendly fire, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but still over 1,000 points. And they are also all fast, which is certainly not the position that South Stars was in at this point.
Now look at that. I mean, this is exactly, this is what I was talking about before they got here now. Having over 500 bonus. They're going to have to deal with the quad for the last hit because they cannot hit early. They want to hit on where the cliff is so they can rocket their spawn from the top. In my opinion, the more and more I see this attack, the later it comes, I just don't ever see big damage coming out of it unless the ping is very high. If I'm being honest, everybody can shut it down. It's just, I think there is too much space between that cliff and the ground, and the shotguns can get 2 shots before the SI even hit the ground.
It's going to be a quad with the survivors having that much time to shoot the SIs out of the sky. You may prefer the spit to the quad in this situation, but it's certainly one way to deal with all of this bonus that Akatsuki has otherwise got locked up here. Last chance for South Stars. Otherwise, we've got an early Akatsuki lead.
Patience from the quad. Everything's up above. Except the Smoker, the Charger, who had deleted right when it hit the ground. And it looks like they'll get a 2-cap and a Jockey landing at the end. It will get damage. But Akatsuki is going to take the lead by almost 500 points. It should be
Hey, we got a safe room ahead.
470 now, I think is what they're going to have.
Okay.
Could be wrong though.
Early lead for Akatsuki.
430? 434.
About
Okay.
yeah, 434 point advantage for them. I gotta say though, that last hit from South Stars, all of the SIs left clicked at the exact same moment. They all went out of ghost form at the exact same moment. The coordination, the synchronicity, it's always a pleasure to see. Didn't quite work out, but they're definitely all on the same page, which is what you need when you're up against top level teams. The survivor play can often be so oppressive because they are able to just shut down hits that are not perfectly sealed up by the SI team. Great attempt by South Stars there to take out some points from Akatsuki's lead, but ultimately just shy of 1,000 points, just 4 points shy is Akatsuki. They're gonna go right into chapter 2. Hunter, Charger, Smoker to Boom. We normally expect this to be outside, but all the survivors are positioned inside. Smoker comes out, everything gets mopped up with ease though. Akatsuki, my god, 99.4% as they shut down that hit one by one with ease.
Yeah, what a shutdown from Akatsuki. And oh my goodness, I didn't even see it and all. We are getting early tanks, big time early. They're going to test the will of these survivors with these tanks. Because not only do they have to fight a tank and all, but they're going to have to navigate 100% of the map. Not just a little bit, all of it.
Yeah, obviously the upside is that survivors, it comes in, Charger, Hunter, Jockey, nothing getting in at all. Jockey and the Charger dying last, so it is going to be Hunter, Smoker, Boom is going to be the next lineup. Probably going to be sitting that hit in as well, but that's not going to leave Chad with very much frustration left. I was going to say, I mean, you're going to fight this tank here pretty much no matter what. So at least this takes a little bit of the, question of hittables out of the equation for the survivors. But obviously, if you get wiped here, you're getting almost no points. They try to make the hit work with the boom, with the smoke, find a one boom. Don't think they quite find a tick with that smoke. Chad, not going to be taking much damage at all. The van, able to protect quite heavily. Oh my god, great attempt. Hunter, Charger, and a Jockey. Exactly what he's going to want on this engage. He does go ahead and drop it in. Splits him 1-3 right away. Immediately, wow, missed the corner on L is huge. Buying a bunch of time for his Akatsuki here. They're going to sit it in now. Hunter skeeted. 1k HP left on Chad. The SI is doing absolutely nothing. All the hits have been avoided besides that in-cap. On to Boo. Boo taking one for the team as he gets back up. And I gotta say, one in-cap. I think Akatsuki will definitely take it.
No, that's almost 80% with the tank dead at 22 and 24% of the map. You can't be disappointed. Akatsuki devastatingly taking the morale out of South Stars right now with that tank kill. Reloading. And I think South Stars gotta hold it together and get some damage here, because it's going to be a big delta if they're able to get all these points in. And look, they're just holding W. Akatsuki is ignoring the smoker. It's a poo too. That's why they're running. And look at this, they're going to tap out. They still have both support up, the Boomer and the Spitter. Okay, Boomer just died. Spitter just spectates now. It really doesn't matter now because the hit's going to be in the same spot anyways, but I'm just saying. Reloading. They just what is this? They were at 15% of the way through the map, and they got one hit since then, and they're going to get their next hit at about 75.
MK, every single SI went spec in that hit to kill off their SI. They're going all in on this quad. It's a heavily telegraphed quad. In it goes, where you expect it. I'm surprised the smoke is not dead. Finally, Charge, you're gonna get the wall charge as well. But that's the kit is done. I will say Boo is here. Gonna have to pop more pills. Maybe a little bit of silver lining for South Stars, but 82% of the DB is still locked up. And yeah, this is gonna be another 2-2.
None of the Putu. No, it's a Tutu though. They'll get a Hunter and a Jockey this time, and I think they got to go quickly here. And this is they're all coming from the back. This is going to be a firing squad. Not going to mount up to any damage, and They could actually just skip and make it to the safe room, but they're going to play it safe. With 834 points, I don't see any reason to risk it here. No, clear out the commons and take the last hit safely, and they're about to walk in with one of the biggest scores that I've ever seen on Chapter 2. 820 bonus. In fact, they're not even going to get the hit. I think they're going to get in.
Yeah, it's going to be a quad. You got to be careful for Coach not to get caught out. He had the scimitar out. Okay, it's just going to be the charge. Hunter trying to get in there now. Smoker cleared. Hunter trying to get in. The quad getting dealt with quite swiftly. Got to finish the job. Yes, they will. 1,364 points. An impossibly high amount of points for Chapter 2 as they walk it in. Not bad at all for Akatsuki. 2,360 points after 2 chapters.
Woo! That's a big one, no. 2360. Akatsuki making their stamp on this one. I gotta be honest now. I don't know if they knew what the death order was after they killed the tank, but it's like they knew. When the Poo-2 spawned, they just completely ignored it like it wasn't there. They just ran right by it. They're like, we're not gonna kill it. We're just gonna run by. Which is very interesting to see that. And I'm just gonna say it now, Nal. Imagine if you weren't allowed to spec out. Do we see a new strat?
Yeah.
Do we see a new strat?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty scary. Like, if you're a Smoke, you're a Jock, you know, it's so easy for other players to just cut the tongue or to M2 you away. So definitely, look at the Boom coming in from the other side of the safe room. That is something you can do. It finds 3 South Stars members, and the charge gonna land as well, with the Hunter catching at the same time. 2, almost 3 Smackdowns. 91.8% is what South Stars is left with. What a huge amount of damage it's saying there.
Yeah, that is big, no. That is almost a whole 9%. It's just 0.2 away from taking away all their never mind, there it goes. Fill point's gone. And it's going to be the second tank of the wave, or the game for Akatsuki into the hands of Boo. And they're going to send the smoke spit in, get a little bit of damage on the Walled. Knock him down a little bit more, and it looks like no survivor except for Chad. Will be 5 punches. Staying will be 3.
Yeah, I mean, the HP lines are really, really good for Akatsuki. Saying 57 HP, Walled not that much better with 76. So these survivors, like saying, he's kind of in an awkward spot. I mean, doesn't really want to be popping his pills on green, but he gets cornered right away. I mean, he's going down immediately if the pills are not popped. And if they are, you know, eating right into the DP. So this is really just not the spot that South Stars want to find themselves in. They're doing the best that they can. This is Boo, right, for Akatsuki, with kind of the one player on the roster that is a little bit untested compared to the others. He's got kind of a softball tank here. Just has to find his corner in an enclosed room, but that's that. But he is getting chipped quite heavily from South Stars before he's able to engage, down 400 HP right away.
And it looks like he did. No, he's at the door. Charger Hunter Jockey gonna be pouncing around. Let's see who goes first. He's down to 3,000. Gets the first punch then. Support needs to go in now. He's down to 1,500. Oh, it's a 2-cap. Oh, the stumble saves Nick from being charged. He's gonna be able to go out and clear it, but it's gonna be big damage. The tank is probably going to be killed off here. Coach got to pay attention to the car. Coach gets in-capped. And this is absolutely the worst thing that could happen for South Stars. They need to get the kill on this tank. He is trying. Healy, can he save his teammate? He finally does, but there's a smoker, and he's a shotgun player. This could be a wipe. Here comes the pull, and he doesn't get the clear, and the Uzi doesn't have the angle. And that is going to be a wipeout. And South Stars is going to be down to almost, what is that now, 1,700. Wow, that's a big deficit.
Exactly. I definitely did not expect a wipe here. South Stars obviously feeling pretty, I would say, overconfident at this point. I mean, we got a player brazenly just running outside, taking a 1v1 with the Charger that had already used his charge. I didn't really understand what was going on there. He walks right into the cop car. That is kind of just, need to lock in kind of a situation there. And yeah, the fact that they got wiped there, it was certainly not something that I expected. But obviously, the 20 whatever percent tank, it's fought at the same place no matter where that chapter 2 tank spawns in. But it hurts South Stars especially hard to have the tank spawn in so fast. They get the bottom of the barrel as far as distance goes on the chapter. And look at that, a 28%er as well, and a 2-2 to start us off.
Yeah, the AI director wants to give all the opportunity for South Stars to bounce back, and it's just giving it to him with a third tank floating around the 20% range. But the question is, did they give South Star the opportunity? Or are they just giving Akatsuki more of a chance to blow this wide open? We'll have to see. But you said it's going to be a 2-2. It's only going to be a Jockey and Hunter. There is no Smoker and no Charger. Hunter tries to get a scratch. He got shot in the shoulder for it. Loses quite a bit of HP. Down to 87. Jockey jumping around like a fool. One common comes up and tries to get a punch onto Bird. And now it is just a bait game. And when they're going to send this shotgun player out. And I think they got 3 Uzis, 1 shotgun. No, never mind. Take it back. Boo is going to be the second shotgun. And Aisha's going to be the front. And it's curious that you said Boo a little untested. Interesting that he's going to be taking the second place shotgun for his team. Man, they are just really not taking this transition out, being as patient as possible. Okay, now they go down. 1, 2, out. 2 in the safe room, 2 on the ground. Here comes the Jockey. Jockey rocket lands. Spit is not really great. I didn't even see the Hunter get skeeted, but he died. And 3.5 comes out, and they should start pushing up. But no, I do believe they have to come off the top of the building to spawn the tank. I don't think it's that early.
That would be crazy if it was that early. The Spit comes out. Okay. Gonna delay him a bit here. Allow the SI. Ooh, look at this hit. Whoa. Kind of go. Yeah, giving Aisha the smack. What is going? Look at Aisha. He had to go into spec mode really quick. I have no clue what just happened there, but it's going to be a ton of damage onto Aisha all the same. What was that?
Oma, that's what it was.
Oma!
Oma for sure. Though they got to be a little cautious here. Akatsuki, they got to lead, but they can't be cocky. And they got to be cautious too. Oh yeah, I was going to say, if they didn't back up and the Charger would land and take them forward, they could have spawned the tank on them, and that would have been bad, but looks like it's just going to be a normal hit. Akatsuki backs up onto the big rig to take the this infected forward. It's the most advantageous spawn for them, and now they're going to go in with a broken hit, and they're going to land a Hunter and a Jockey, but kind of one at a time with a failing Charger. The Charger dies off at the end, and now the question is, no, they just spawn the tank. I think they have to wait a little bit longer, and looks like they're just going to get him up.
Yeah, I think that's the move for sure. Really cool attempt by South Stars with that hit. Obviously, if the Charge got the ball rolling a little bit more, it would have been insane. But I like that attempt from South Stars. They're definitely not, giving up. I mean, they're a household name, right? This is a team that everybody knows these players. Chad, Sank, Healy, Waled. I mean, if you know Left 4 Dead competitive, you know these players. Beautiful triple boom as well. I mean, this could be explodes its own boom as well. Gets him, a new SI quicker here. Saying's just gonna go in with the triple boom. I can't blame him for it. Gonna start going for Row, I guess. More likely just trying to flush him out of that upper area, and they are gonna do so. Gets a smack onto Row as well. Gonna continue. She does have her back up against the wall and pops her pills. But look, now Nick is smacked into the corner here. Nick's gonna get smacked around a couple times, but he gets out. Saying 2400 HP, still managing to get smacked. Down goes Bird. Hold on. Hit comes in. Jockey, Smoker, Hunter. Smoker pull right into the tank. Smacked. Beautifully done by South Stars. Could this be the very wipe that they needed so badly? 1700 HP left as the Survivors very aggressively try to hunt him down at this point. But oh my god, he's not taking enough damage. 400. He could go down. One more shot and he will go down. But the question is, will the Survivors go down at the same time? Healy coming up. He's a spitter. Waled coming up. He's a Charger. Charger to Smoker. Gonna hold the pickup. Smoker gets self-cleared. Charger dropping down. Get the charge spit. But the damage has been done. Akatsuki is going to be able to recover from this tank. It's not going to be a wipe.
Thank you kindly.
No, it's not going to be a wipe, but look at that now. 20% map aggression, and they survive, and they're going to crawl their way to a bunch of points. Remember, they only had 131. How much will that live with that last tank punch not getting that in cap, leaving just one up? And that smoker could have really trolled to pick up maybe enough to get a wipe, but they are alive, and the points are accumulating. Boomer, Jockey are going in with the Hunter. They're going for scratches. Smoker in the back, and a little bit more damage. They get Bird's Flow, which I think was the main objective.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I just love plays like that. It's just a mark of a high-level team, recognizing, you know, we've got a pretty bad hit. We're not going to try to, like, put a square peg through a round hole and try to turn this into a stairwell hit. We're just going to accept it as it is, get a scratch, get it a jockey landing, get some damage on some Bird, make him pop the pills. I really like it. Gohan goes ahead and pops his pills as well. 3-1 comes out. Hunter hopping around, buys enough time for the charger. Hop in right behind Ellis, but he's still able to avoid it. The frying pan comes out from Ellis, but still the Hunter continuing to miss, and the spit's not going to land either. Akatsuki avoiding another hit, and they're looking really strong at this point. Great recovery.
Yeah, it looks like, from watching Boo try to keep that Hunter, it looks like his mindset is kill the Hunter and ignore everything else. And I wonder if the Infected can exploit that a little bit as they get a pull back. Oh, they're not getting the clear. Jockey comes in and lands, but the SI need to help. Here comes the Charger. Oh, the Charger misses. Oh, no, poor Rochelle. The Charger will get out. And they'll have a spit on the other side, but oh, they get a little bit of damage on them. But they're still getting the distance, no? Look how close they're getting up to the end. Only 25% left. This is amazing.
Trying to push through, the hit's coming up, and my breath is kind of being held as, yeah, they are going to have time to get the hit in. Really scary hit down there. They're going to catch in the spit on the hit, or on the hunt target instead of the charge. But look at the instant smoke. 123 bonus left still for Akatsuki. That is not going to be the end of their run. They do a really good job of shutting down a scary hit, but the damage continues to flow from South Stars. And I gotta say, I mean, Boo in the second position, I feel like really your goal needs to be making position one's life easier. Look at Aisha in the meantime climbing all the way up through there, the only fast target for his team. In comes Boo. Spit is really far, and now the hunt comes out. He clears for his teammate, doesn't get jockeyed, and he will get jockeyed. Down goes Boo, quad boom, but the most important part is that the survivors have gotten up through the pipeline. They're going to be able to pick up Boo before the next hit comes in. And now it's pretty much smooth sailing into the safe room.
Yeah, I don't see a scenario where they'll get down there. And I was a little disappointed with South Stars, if I'm being honest. They had two survivors down in the tubes under the ground. They're going to send spawns and air pounds in the back. Rochelle hiding in the bush. Charger missing. Somehow nobody, oh, never mind, Bird gets in cap but by his teammate. And this will let them be fast, but no, talk about going back there. I was a little, okay, a little delay. But I think all the bonus is on Aisha now. Yeah, it's all on Aisha.
Reloading.
Pretty hefty amount, 78 points would be nice to add in. Aisha is just gonna walk in and lock it up. Wait, he's gonna leave the other ones. I don't blame him. Just lock it up. You got the distance. Two points away, 1 point away. Just lock it up, Aisha. Get the. Now we're down to 57. So you know we sacrificed what, like 20 points just to save 4 points.
Oh.
And I would have loved. I would have loved to see Aisha just close the door, man. I don't know, like, what is the obsession with picking this player up right now? I really don't get it. This stumble, well, they get nothing now. They get no distance. They get no bonus. They're under a percentage.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to give them that point. I highly doubt
What? Why? Why would they had the 78 points? Just leave. Sometimes you gotta leave your team to ride. Get the points for him.
Oh,
He's gonna get stumbled again.
no, the Charger's body.
Ah! Gohan killing the jockey just to make us suffer for a little while longer. There we go.
What, gave him 8? Okay.
It gave them 8.
I wonder how it decided to give him 8. And they had 11, but okay. And they only have 1 survivor, so they should have got all the points. Zone mod is an interesting thing sometimes.
I said, here you go. Here's 8.
Where did it get that number? I don't understand.
While we're talking about numbers that are ridiculous, look at this score line. 3,067 to 632 for South Stars. Of course, South Stars is yet to play their chapter, but I mean, even if they get 1,400, they're still going to be down quite a bit. They need a huge, huge chapter here.
Yeah, even if they're perfect, it's still not enough. They need more than perfection.
It's not.
They need to get some more points somehow than what they're allowed to get, but at least, and they got to make it to the save from a bonus and all. They really got to do it. I would say about 1,000 is what they need. 1,000 bonus, adding 1,700 now would give them about 2,300. And all with this chapter 4, we know it's really hard to make a point.
It is.
Well, it depends on where the tank is, really. I guess we should say that first.
Right.
Yeah, we got to see what happens. And they're just clearing up this boomer horde now. They've been hanging out here for quite some time. Finally transitioned down the fire escape. Hunter pouncing to a better area above them. Free spit goes out. Oh, he's swimming in the spit. The jockey lands on Walled. And the spinner is going ham on Nick. And Healy, just like that. 45 HP, no. 45 HP!
They react really slowly to the situation. Normally we have a player sat down there, down the stairs, waiting to clear through the wall if the player is going to go in a situation like that. And unfortunately, that player, once he got there, he shot the spit. So it just caused the death spit to be right under Healy as he continued to get smoked. Really smart play by Akatsuki. Whoa, 10%, 11% gone on the first hit. Not ideal, considering we said they need 1,000. Oh my god! The jockey into the charge. The jockey once more. He loses the 1v1. But oh my god. Saying gets knocked off the building. I can't believe her legs aren't broken. She's going to shake it off and say, guys, I'm completely fine.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part about charging back there and all that. I knew that was going to happen. It is no end cap. You have to charge them off the top of the AC vent to get the end cap. And unable to get up there and grab a survivor, it's almost impossible. But still a good charge, good damage. 82.5% bonus is left. And they'll get one more chance for damage before tank. And the Hunter is going to back off and wait for his team to be ready, I guess.
Heads up.
And it looks like he's going to wait for tank spawn on. They're not going to go here. Interesting.
I would love to see them eventually go in here. You got the smoker spawn for the extra range. You got a massive charge rocket available. If anything lands, you got the spit to layer it. They're waiting. Verd is the charger. He's also the tank here. He's gonna rock it in. He's gonna try to find it. Not quite, as he does the spear. Spit comes out. 80.1% is all they've got left pre-tank. And it's gonna be the team captain of Akatsuki, Verd, handling this himself.
Oh, look how beautifully rolled over that.
It was amazing.
That hatchback perfectly over with the rock. And I don't think I'd move it. I think that's exactly where I want to hit it next. And probably going to see a stack of a boom here. No, I don't think they're going to hold on to this boomer at all. I don't see it. And, oh, that was pretty close. That actually almost got in there. Now we'll be patient and wait.
Take this.
300 points of chips so far. Pills already being passed over to Healy. They're already popping pills, just making that 1,000 bonus even less realistic. They need to get at least a couple hundred bonus. Do what they can. Here comes Verd.
Alright. Hatchback on one side. There's gonna put it. Oh, he's gonna try to bank it. Not gonna work out. And he's just gonna leave it. calls the go-go. Hunter lands, gets cleared. Rock into Ellis works. Charger will land. Jockey landed too, but everything's cleared up now. The tank's kind of alone with about 900 HP, and it looks like Salstar is also, or not also, but they're going to take this tank very well, just like Akatsuki did on the last chapter.
Yes, they will. They've still got 860. It's obviously falling short of the metric that you set for them, but it's definitely something. 1,560 potential points for the chapter still available, but I mean, the DB is open. They've got to do a really good job of shutting these hits down. Boomer finds one with an art. It's still alive, just hanging out. They're going to send the rest in on the stairwell. Hunt spit with the smoke pull as well. Smoke right. Oh, man. Tons of damage onto Healy as Healy stands in that spit that spread all the way through the smoker pool too. And Dave only got 50% of the bonus left. The hits have been getting like 100 bonus, eviscerating through Salstars. They do find a set of pills, but yeah, man, this is beautiful out of Akatsuki here.
Yeah, and they just did, actually they just found pills. I was gonna say they just dipped down to exactly half, but actually the pills is beneficial. But no, I don't. Man, they need bonus, and they need like all of this, and they still have half the map to navigate. And I think Akatsuki is looking very, very good right now. And I don't know if they're gonna be able to melt down these spawns. Look at it, Jockey charge Hunter, and the Hunter is speeded. Okay, they blast that out. Nothing at all, and they can go down the other hole. Wow.
Yeah, this is the stumble from Akatsuki. You have to remember, I mean, the survivors were all planted there. They were waiting. They were like, go ahead, hit us on our terms. And Akatsuki did just that. They didn't wait for the survivors to start their transition. They just jumped right into the crosshairs, and they said, you're not going to win this. And Southstars is very much capable of winning those. Another hit is going to be ready to go. Hunter, Smoker, Boomer, Spitter. Not the scariest 2-2, but it is at a pretty damn scary spot. And again, it's going to be down to Nicholas, who is just DB. Smoke pull into that. I mean, it's a mirror of the stairwell hit last time. This time it is going to be the interesting mid-round swap here, but yeah, different avatar. It is, of course, Nora. This is, you would expect it to be typically Aisha, Verd, Nora, and Gohan, aka Demon. But yeah, it is actually going to be Aisha swapping out for Nora. They've got this hit here, Jockey, Smoker, Charger, and a Boom. And so far, they've let Southstars get away with quite a lot. Like, you would expect a lot more damage to be coming out through the sewer sequence. And they've done an amazing job at shutting it down. They've got this climb up area through the manhole. We'll see what they can do. No spit, but definitely got the huge split potential still as the survivors try to get out and transition through the sewer.
What the heck is that chopper doing?
And look, and you can't ask for anything better, no. A Boomer, when you have a Boomer, you want all the other cappers to separate. No Hunter, and this is what they have for this hole. So this could be a catastrophe if they make this work. And the one Boom is going to bring all the commons to funnel up at the hole. And we're going to see a little bit of a baiting game until they decide to come up here. And man, I'll tell you what, no. If this was not zone mod and you couldn't shoot on the ladder, all the infected would just kind of be chilling and waiting. Oh, they got him.
They did. Pretty important moment. Obviously, Nora as the Boom, not the most important piece of the puzzle. We still got the Jockey, Charger, Smoker. But obviously, I mean, he would have this Boom. He'd be able to find two targets. Smoker cleared immediately. Jockey does land. Charger lands at quick. Is dealt with swiftly. 671, 669 bonus left for South Stars as they wipe it up. Gonna have a large advantage on this chapter specifically. Still gonna be in the hole by quite a bit. Last chance hit for Akatsuki as South Stars approaches the safe room quite quickly.
Yeah, it's a sniffer on the corner now. 668 bonus.
Yeah.
669 is the number, but they fell a couple hundred short. But it's gonna be a good bounce back. I'm trying to do the math. This should put him over 2K. maybe not. I think they'll be a little short. Just a
Maybe
little short.
not.
Yeah, just a little short.
1,000 down, and it could be even more if this hit can find something. Boom finds 2. They keep it slowed down. The commons coming in, wrapping around, climbing up, trying to overwhelm the survivors, but they keep it slow. They keep it planted. Now the 2 survivors, they run and open the door, back it up, playing chicken here. Now trying to block some spawns. Rose completely on the opposite end. Rose kind of in the danger zone. But the survivors, the SIs aren't biting. Finally, it comes in. Charge, spit, gonna be huge. Hunter gonna get there as well. Kind of weird that he do that. Jockey just goes in for a scratch. Saying gets booty blasted there. And that's gonna be another like 100 bonus that they grab right out of the hands of South Stars as they walk into the safe room.
Yeah, they won the round by a good amount, but man, Akatsuki just chipping away at that bonus slowly. Good job by them, but also good job by Cell Stars making a safe room. They needed that.
That was crazy to me. I mean, Rochelle going so aggressive there. You know that the spawns have got to be swarming you, essentially, if you're just one player right there out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, you really couldn't have expected anything less than that to happen. Maybe you dodge a charger and you skeet the hunter, but I mean...
No!
Oh, the 21% though. Oh my.
Did we have quad 20s?
Yes.
We had quad
nothing
20s.
20%.
Yes. It was 22, 24, 28, and 21. You add that up, it doesn't even equal up to 100%.
It's been quick, and I mean, this hit is looking like they're gonna keep that tempo up. Hunter does get hit for about 75 points. The climb up, the charge gets lasered down. Standing spit. Oh, the hunt spit's gonna be good, and like, Coach sacrifices so much of his own HP to try to clear, and he doesn't even really get it. Oh my god, huge amounts of damage onto Akatsuki, 13% out of South Stars, and you know, it's very possible that Akatsuki chokes this, even with the massive advantage they have. It's a thought that you've obviously always got in the back of your head when it is kind of a student meets the master kind of moment like it is here tonight.
And here is what could be the last tank of the game for South Stars into the hands of Wallet. Wow. Wow. No. I don't know if I saw the tank this early. They didn't even get over the fence. They're just backing up and fighting the tank here. And the tank did not go back and get his car. Now he's going to get it, but I don't know if he has the time anymore. I think he might have blew it.
Good call. Yeah, South Stars. Maybe, look, he doesn't even know which car to hit. Wallet. They kind of caught out, and yeah, he's gonna ditch the car altogether. Wow, nice catch, MK. That is not it for Wallet. Second pass, no hit. Could he get AI?
He could if they just don't have to look at him.
They are though.
Yeah, they're gonna. I agree. They should chip him up though. No, this is the right play. This is
Yeah.
wide open. So, all right, Wallet, take it away for us now. He needs a miracle here.
Smoker, surely an early smoke is going to come out here shortly. Yeah, there it goes into the smack onto Verd. He got hit kind of this to a maze. Oh my god, free smack onto Alex with the separation, body blocking. Oh! How about that car? Charge can land as well. Look at this. He's going to try to kill off Boo. 1400 HP left. Can he finish
Where
it?
he's at, you know?
Definitely. Akatsuki getting caught.
Don't stop shooting!
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
Okay. Waled still here with 246 HP. Fortunately, not timed correctly. Fortunately for Akatsuki, not timed correctly. Oh my god. Nice. I think that rock landed on the ceiling there, actually. 100 HP left on Waled, and down he goes. Akatsuki. I mean, where was...
Ammo here.
Is Aisha still in the server? Yeah, Aisha's in the server. He could just see the tank. Well, regardless. Anyways, whoever Aisha is, there's going to be 5 players in the server for Akatsuki, but only 3 that are currently alive. 1/3 of the bonus left. A hit comes in. Charger attempt, sidestep. Jockey landing briefly, maybe a little standing spit. But Akatsuki does manage to hold on. And this is something we talked about, MK. The hit pressure is a little bit low through this area.
Look out!
Yeah, I definitely say so. And the only thing that's beneficial for the infected is that they have an event to take, so they're not going to be able to accumulate much more points than about 220. Very slow afterwards. As Aisha says, Lucia?
Reloading.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Right?
We got the hit ready. Whoa, okay. Wow, look at the smack into the charge. Nora, not quite going to go down, but huge damage. Not going to go for the instant kill scenario. And yeah, Verd was really split. Okay, it's Akatsuki. Oh, look at this. Look at this. They're just going to hold the W key and try to get as much distance as they can.
Aisha has left because it would poise an unfair advantage. Oh, and thank you for the raid, my friend. I appreciate it. And the 2 follows that came with it. Nia.
Whoa!
Nia play. That was close and all. That was tight. And they sack into the quad now. That's what they needed more, I think. They needed to get a quad to try to end this.
Oh shit!
'Cause
Just
I love
get
this
up.
play from Akatsuki, going to be able to push forward, squeeze this chapter out of a couple more distance. Look, it was at like 247. Now they're already up to 260, continuing 270. And now the hit is up. It is that quad, like you mentioned. Is this going to be able to finish off Akatsuki? Hits are very quick. Charge is dead. The rest is going to land. But the Hunter gets cleared. And they're going to be able to clear that smoker as well. Gohan is the only player left, but he is alive. He's going to be able to hold the pickup and pick up Nora. Bird is in danger of dying. But surely they hear the jockey. No, they don't. He's going to get the scratch. He's going to cancel the pickup. Common horde surrounding. We got Boomer. We got Spitter. This might be the end of the road for Verd.
Where'd the spit go?
Where'd the spit go? Good question. Boom is going to be able to find Verd, but he's going to be able to hold the pickup still, though, actually. And now they're all up, and they keep moving. They're going to get over 300 distance.
Yeah, this is a lot of points. The Chargers just wanted to make Rochelle slow, I guess. But now they're going to have a 2-2, I think, right? I think it's going to be a 2-2. No, it's going to be a tri-cap with Boomer or Spitter, one of the two. They're going to try to go for it. Oh, they took the same target, the Hunter, for some reason. You'd never take the back guy. No, you know that. You leave that for the smoker, and they both have the same idea, and this is going to be more distance coming out here for Akatsuki. Okay, now they're going to delay this pickup. They got it. No problem.
Oh, yeah. They've gotten almost 100 distance since we saw them pressing the button. In fact, with this, it is over 100 distance. Every single point can matter, but it's certainly going to be the end of the road here soon for Akatsuki. Surely, as Nora dies off, Bird and Gohan are both boomed and getting surrounded by commons. Their health is definitely bleeding out. The Hunter hopping around. Major He's going to try to get a scratch or something. No, he's just going to find Bird. He's going to finish him off, and that is going to be the end of the road. 360 points for Akatsuki, which means they need about 1,500, I believe, on this chapter, which is very doable, actually.
Yeah, it actually is. Let's see.
Quite doable.
We'll give them an easy. We'll just even them out at 1,900, so we could do a point evaluation here. They could get to 2,600. So 2,600. They need 824 bonus, with a total of 1,540, I believe, is available to them. That is absolutely possible. And remember, there is a chapter 5. I don't think they need to get it all here, but we know this finale is difficult to make up points, so they almost have to get it all here, in my opinion. Now, so I think within 300, 400, maybe 500, we can go to chapter 5. The door's there. Let's see if South Stars can
They
start the
could
bounce back.
definitely, they could be leading after this, is the thing, because 800 bonus is like half of the points for the bonus. So that's actually not that much through this area. This tank is not that threatening either. I think even with that blue car, I think that was just a momentary lapse of judgment from Akatsuki that came back to bite them quite a lot. South Stars is going to have a heightened awareness of that car's existence after how much it dismantled Akatsuki, sending the hit very aggressively. And South Stars doesn't have to pay any sort of price at all on that. Charger's dead. Spitter's useless. Jockey's dead. Hunt Spit, they're going to be angling for. Spit is on 32 HP as he runs outside. They do get the Hunt Spit. You got to be, you got to at least give them that. They're going to get some damage milked out of it. Gohan going to be coming in here soon. Going to have a lot of effort, a lot of work to do for his team here.
Yeah.
Ammo here.
I'm not sure if the infected even get a chance. There's nowhere to even spawn, so they don't go. Their Boomer became the tank, and without hesitation, Gohan is retreating back to go get the car. And the South Stars they're gonna push forward. Okay. They don't have to do this, but they choose to go forward to fight this tank. Commons are spawning out of the air right where the car is, and the tank's gonna go back and get the second car because he has time to do so. And man,
Right.
if they would have baited and ran back now, it would have been AI, but okay. They had the decision on. They choose to fight it forward. I don't know if I agree with it, but it is their decision.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I mean, I feel like the most common thing to happen on this tank is the survivors are completely fine. But the second most common thing to happen on this tank is that someone gets hit by a car and then gets grinded out and dies. And that would be the end of the road for South Stars. So this is a pretty precarious position they've put themselves in. They've got to be feeling pretty confident. And I'm going to be enjoying watching this as you take away this Gohan tank with these two hittables.
Gotta be careful though. No, they're touching each other. The green hatchback can go flying off. Okay, he knows about it. Look at, okay. Smart tank. Smart tank.
Yep.
Gohan saying, Goku taught me well. And listen to my father and everything that he tells me. Okay, here it goes. That's a bad car. He's gonna have to dig it. He'll take 2 shots. He's already down to 4,400 though. He's not being shot here, which is important. All right, that goes to Waled. He's got 2 hatchbacks. He can surround them. Okay, that's not really in play anymore. Neither is that one. He just got to go for punches. Oh, he can get ran on. He's got to be careful. The hatchback can fly. Oh, he misses everybody. And the smoker pull, and South Stars are going to run. The tank is AI, and they're going to lose no bonus. They're at 95.7, and at this rate, they're going to melt this tank. They don't have full support to help him. Rock comes out, skeeted, 2,600, 2,500. As support needs to come in right now, or are they just going to let him die? They have a quad. Here they come, the Charger. Tank's walking in. Charger misses. Smoker gets a pull. The tank jukes himself around the tree, and he throws the rock in the tree for no damage. He comes in. Oh, he gets a double punch, and he dies. What was that? South Stars giving him free damage. 14% tank coming out. It could have been nothing. I don't know there now. I think South Stars, after making a great play, dropped the ball there, letting that double punch happen from the AI tank.
Sure, but I mean, if you're Akatsuki, your heart is dropping right now. It already has. Watch those cars not work out, and the tank go AI. I mean, this is a disaster. There's a jockey alive. There's a Charger. There's a Hunter. I mean, you gotta be scared about this hit. You try to split them. They are gonna be able to spit as well. Wallet, hello, just hanging out in it, my man. Dude, wanted to give dabs to his teammates there for a moment. Not the time, my man. Read the room. And they are going to seriously go down. Look at the bonus left. I mean, this is a disaster. Down to 877. What a joke. I mean, eating 400 points of damage.
Yeah, I don't know about that. No, they needed to be a little bit more together for that hit. They separated too much. Perfect SI. Smoker pull in the back. Jockey getting M2'd. Hunter did not spawn in yet. And now he's going to come in from the back going after Waled. Landing on Waled. Quick clears. Bonus down to 834. I don't remember the number we exactly said and all, but I'm trying to figure out if is that enough. I think that's exactly what they needed, didn't they? Like 840?
I mean, this is pretty much it for South Stars. They've pretty much lost unless they go finale at this point. And the question is just simply going to be, do they have enough points to even go finale is going to be the question. That's going to be up to Akatsuki. Jockey, M2 away, Charger getting shut down. They do manage to shut down the hit, but more damage squeaking through as they dip under 800 and 21 more points past that. And even more as they pop the pills.
Down to 744. The common's about to hit Nick. It just did. 741. Another common's going to hit him. Nope, he got out of that one. Nick getting bullied a little bit from the common infected. And spawns are able to get up. But like I said before, no, it's really hard to get anything in this open area. And they're going to try anyways. This isn't going to happen. Yeah. Hunter might land. Charger is dead. No, Hunter gets skeeted. Jockey gets nothing. I think there was a little bit of friendly fire as they dropped from 744 down to, or 741 down to 720. And looks like they're gonna have to eat the last set of pills and all. It looks like from this angle, I would say about 550 to 500 is what they're gonna get. So I think we're gonna go into a finale with about a 350 point delta in favor for Akatsuki. That's my call.
Absolutely right. I think you're absolutely right. Still very much throwable for Akatsuki. And yet they have a very nice, I mean, hey, it's a lead. It's not that much. They seriously dropped the ball here, but it's going to be okay. Comes down to this hit. Hunter, Charger, Smoker, Spit, landing with the Hunt Spit. Nothing else really hitting the mark there. A lot of DB is open for the taking from Akatsuki. For example, onto Healy, but I also expect us to find some pills. Yep, Chad will get a set. He's going to go ahead and probably pass this over to Healy. Yep.
That hit the spot.
Healy's going to go ahead and pop him. Smoker, Jockey, Boomer, and a Charger. 3-1 with no spit. Boom dealt with. Jockey cleared pretty quick. Charger melted with the melees. And the Smoker bullied as well. 604 bonus is what they hold strong to with one hit left.
Yeah, so this will be 240 point game going into the finale if they hold this. I think that's the math I've done correctly. But one more last ditch effort for spawns and a slow Ellis might be the target. Let's see if they can pick on him. No, they actually get out in the open. It's going to be difficult to get damage then. Jockey is M2'd. Boomer. Oh, this Hunter, if he can get a spit, and they got to go. No, it's Skeeted. Jockey M2'd. They'll walk in with 585, and we're going to have a nail biter going into the finale. What a bounce back. 34-27, 31-68. That is less than 300 points now. How close can it be? This is amazing.
This is amazing. I'm sure the viewers are loving it. However, as an Akatsuki fan, it's like, oh my goodness, they put in so much work to get to this point where they get to look so damn competitive against these very top teams. And it's very impressive to see, but man, it does hurt to see them potentially throw another match here against the top team, you know, having such a strong lead and kind of just getting it drained by the end here. They're definitely within reach of getting flipped on by South Stars. And when you are that household name, when you are that household brand, and you are playing in, you know, grand finales day in, day out, you're against a team like Akatsuki, you know that you're pushing your advantage against them, and it's working so far. And you know that in this finale, you can flip it here at this last moment. Very curious to see who the tank is going to be controlled by out of South Stars to start us off. Away we go. Going to have a 2-2 first hit out the gate. Hunter, Jockey with the spit boom. Jockey actually climbs up above. Akatsuki going to take their time. Jockey's in, trying to pull out Nick. Where's the reaction speed? Hunt Spit's gonna be good. Boom comes out onto 3. And they definitely have their way with Akatsuki to start this off. Aisha getting hit down to 68.
Yeah, that's actually a lot of damage now. That is huge coming out from the opening hit. I think Salstar's got to be very happy, and Akatsuki's got to clean this up a little bit, especially with the second attack coming up here. They'll only get 2 chances for damage before the tank comes up unless Akatsuki goes slow. All the spawns are coming from one side. The smoker didn't even spawn. And yeah, nothing coming out from that one. Usually not much damage from the second hit either. And we're going to see Healy come in with the tank. Final tank of the game. Should be in any moment. There it is. And no, it is pinball time. Cars are going to be flying. Not a lot of damage though. One of them's incapable, and we still haven't figured out which one.
Yeah, we need to figure that out. I mean, this is pretty much exactly who I wanted to be the tank here for South Stars. Healy, not only just such a flashy tank player, he's got all these hittables to work with to really just show off his control with these cars, but also kind of a redemption tank from him. Chapter 1 tank, pretty damn lackluster, one of the least effective Healy tanks that I've seen. So, you know, this is his chance to leave a mark on this match and to solidify a comeback victory for them.
Was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Oh, they exploded. That could happen. You don't get to see that very often as he loses that one on the other side. I don't know if he's going to be able to dig that one out. But he's got to be careful now. You got to make sure you have enough cars to kind of threaten the survivors, in my opinion, to corral them.
Yeah.
And it's going to come to map knowledge. How many of the survivors know that these aren't incapable now? Not everybody knows. He gets his... Well, they know now.
They sure do.
Oh!
Oh.
Not quite. Oh my goodness.
Bro.
This is bananas.
Boo! Almost tried to hop in. Take a ride.
Still first pass though, no, so he has a lot of time to get all these.
He's taking quite a chunk of or of HP for this, but it's okay. But I mean, he's actually not gotten that many cars through. He's gotten this one, another one. Okay, he's gonna try to work the Cedar van as well. Okay, go second pass. He does get it up and over. Skybox has kind of been an issue for him. Just gonna settle on these two as he goes to second pass. Akatsuki, in the meantime, they backed it all the way up. Wide open space back here. Big damage out of Coach right away. In comes the hit though. They stumble. Oh my god, they do mop it. Quite quickly charge getting smacked. But he's got the corner onto Nick, and down goes Aisha. 2600 HP on Healy as Coach just starts trying to pick him up. Gonna continue to try to hit the cars. Gonna try to isolate Boo. Missing a smack. Very important, and Healy will go down. The pickup gonna come out onto Aisha. But I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Verd has been hit pretty damn hard. Aisha got in cap. 66.8%. It feels so damn doable for South Stars. But they definitely need to get a little bit more damage.
Yeah, so opening attack was about, what, 7 to 8%, and they get an additional just a little bit less than 30%, which isn't terrible. Smoker Tongue gets cut. Jockey lands in the back on Bird. Smoker comes in and dies. And they're going to go into quad time. And the question is, how many quads are going to be sent from South Stars now? Is it every other one? Very well may be, because they need to get a wipe or deplete this bonus. They only need 259 to get the W then.
Yeah, exactly. This is a tough spot for the SIs to get damage in. We do see teams typically go for quads. It is going to be the quad for South Stars. And this is one of the few places that I've seen it work. Smoke pull down, gonna be good. Gets cleared though. Jockey hopping up, Charger melted. Everything shut down. 814 bonus up for Akatsuki. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. On one hand, you're like, maybe they can just find damage with these hits instead. But, you know, this is the way that teams do it, and you gotta respect it.
I do agree. What I didn't like is the SI should have waited for them to get off of that knowledge so they can hit on their turn. So they're gonna get a pullback. The pound spit the spit was short. Man, they're not getting any follow-up for damage either. Boomer Spitter, they can just spec out, and they will. And it looks like we're gonna have a quad before the helicopter. I don't even know if they're gonna get it though. They might not have time. This might be rescue vehicle made. It's gonna be tight. No, it's tight. think they got it though.
Should just be able to walk it up. They're going to try to send a fragmented hit. Boo, instant clearing. Oh, he does walk into the charge, taking some damage at the tail end there. Bird going to get grabbed. The scratch attempted. They do get into the helicopter. 700 and what? Something bonus. I mean, Boo was on top of it with tongue cuts. Boo going to be locking in a ton of bonus for his team alongside Gohan. 1-3-3-2 for the chapter, which means South Stars needs, I think, about 1632 or something around that. Quite a hefty amount of bonus to need.
Yeah, they need 1591.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
That's I don't know.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, I'm looking at the bonus right now, 1200. So I mean, the distance is included in that 1500. So we can take 600 off of that, and they're gonna need 991.
About 1,000.
Let's get some gas.
Yeah. Oh, what a jockey coming in! The hunter lands,
Hey.
and that is almost
Oh.
going to do it.
Dude.
What was
It's
South
he
Stars
got
doing?
blocked. The suitcase was the perfect just concealment. The boom. Oh my god, dude. That's certainly one way to do it. At this point, if Boo is going to be the tank here, and yeah, he's going to be able to finish the job more than likely. He needs like one smack, and that'll pretty much be it. Even if it's a no-hitter, it's probably just going to be the win for South Stars.
Charger? No. Thank you, Ellis, for yelling it out for me, too. Ellis yells at the Charger when he comes in for the spawn. Don't get it. And this will allow Rochelle or Coach, whoever's on here, Coach Seon, to get the tank up. Final tank of the game for Akatsuki into the hands of Boo. Sorry if I scared you there, no. I apologize.
Very scary.
Yeah, what could I say? But Boo is going to bring in all the cards and make this as scary as possible. These aren't Matchbox cards, but he's sure playing like they are. As the boomer lands and gets killed, Tricap will be coming in shortly.
Boo.
Boo, you can't bring them all, though, Boo.
He wants to. He said, "This is my card collection. Let me show you, survivors." He's got a little surprise. One of them will end cap.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
You know what? No, I think I would rather like hit 5 of them behind and then leave all the rest in the front.
dude. The hits are good from Boo so far. He's avoiding the skybox for the most part. Survivor's gonna start to back it up. Dude. Alright, MK.
Oh, look at this, the pole. Hunter. He'll just take the he'll take the damage because they know that's all they need. They don't need to get the kill.
Boom.
Oh my goodness, the Charger. Oh, they don't get the end cap though. Okay, it doesn't matter. The number is the match is over because their bonus has dropped down too far. Curve Rock coming in misses. There is 2 sets of pills though,
Yeah.
so technically they could get enough points again, but no.
Let's see if they can do it.
No, and they need 991 now, and they
Let's
wouldn't get
see
2 more.
it.
Yeah, I think it's mathematically over.
Steal some points from
Steal it?
Akatsuki when they're not looking. Someone add points to them.
Dude, I hear one of them back humping around.
Wow, I mean, hey, obviously it's going to be a little bit of a delayed celebration here because we do have to wait for them to finish off the chapter, but congratulations to Akatsuki. They are a team that has been able to make these close matches happen against top teams, but we haven't really gotten to see them actually walk away with the dub in this sort of a match. So this is huge for Akatsuki. I'm sure they're going to be celebrating as they're not going to be headed into Labor Day. I don't think they have that, but you know, if it was in America, it starts their Labor Day.
Oh, nice little 2 cap coming in there, no. A jockey, I mean, jockey. Smoker, though, misses the target, but actually, technically, no. I think we should let them, they're from South America. They got America in there. Let them enjoy it. We'll give them it. Let them have Labor Day.
Sure. Hey, y'all can have Labor Day. It's on us.
South America, North America, as long as it's America, that's what I say. At least that's what Corey told me when I joined up with him for RBT7. And lovely Spit goes early, and the Charger is going to try to hold for, oh, he gets killed. And no quad coming in, and it looks like they're going to make it with a pretty hefty bonus. And they're going to bring this really tight, but not quite enough. It's going to come down to that one early wipe on Chapter 2 was just too much to dig out of it all. Too much of a pothole to climb out.
Yeah, I mean, Coach should not have left. Should have kept his ass planted in there. And I think that probably would have been the difference. But regardless, here's where we're at. Akatsuki able to make it work. Last hit comes out just for fun. Maybe a little bit of friendly fire coming out. Spit not going to do a whole lot. Survivors will be able to walk it in and escape. Spitter is going to try to hitch a ride with him. Let's see if the survivors will let him in. Oh, wow. That's very rude. And we do have the GGWPs coming out, of course.
Wow, what a nail biter and all. But Akatsuki gets the victory, 47-59 to 45-32. What an exciting end to the Sunday. The match between Akatsuki and Cellstars now. GG, my friend.